2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
Today's coverage of the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, really looking forward to some exciting play from our featured group today. This player has hinted at a rivalry with their playing partner this week.
And this week, Henny, it looks like they're trying to take down Justin Rose. Not many people have been able to claim that.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be all rosy at the end of today. This is definitely a tall order. Justin has one of the most consistent games on the PGA Tour. He's like a golfing metronome of a man. The iron play, I'm going to say if he hits the fairway, when he hits the fairway, his iron play is just phenomenal. He's going to get it inside 20 feet every time, and then you know he's going to hole putt. So, yeah, good luck with that one.
Well, he's the perfect mix, isn't he? He's an English gent with a killer glint in his eye. Good luck in this rivalry.
Oh, golf clap. That's a beauty. Rich, a little bit of undulation change here at the opening hole.
The ball will be below the player's feet on this approach to the first green, so they need to take that into consideration. You might want to play for a little bit of a slice shot.
We need this one to bounce right. A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here on the first.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
This putt right on 12 feet to the hole. Oh, so close. Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. Was on a good line. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. So it'll be a bogey on the scorecard to begin the round.
Starting off with a bogey at first, not tragic. You got a lot of holes to make it up. Let's see how they deal with it going forward.
And as we head to the second tee, the first of the par fives, and as we talked about, you've got to get off to a great start at Pebble Beach.
Absolutely, a par 5 that almost every player should be able to reach into. Just avoid the bunkers right and left, and you're going to have a clean shot into a very narrow green.
That's a good-looking shot there. Opting for the 3-wood. Oh, I like the courage here, Rich, getting after this par 5 in 2.
As they should. What a play. Hopefully they'll be rewarded for that play.
Standing over this one, and it's a very long putt.
Oh dear, time to get the chipper back out. This would be a great up and down from this spot. And just about 8 feet left to the hole.
Nice little par putt here.
Just didn't drop. This is a bogey putt coming up. In it goes, and that's unfortunately back-to-back bogeys.
You're making one bad mistake with another, compounding it, not good.
Currently at 2 over par.
Unfortunately, backing up slowly but surely on that leaderboard, Luke.
This hole is a par 4. This one should find the rough.
Oh dear. Can he get out of here?
This reminds me of my breakfast. Nice fried egg.
And here we are with the third shot. How close was that to going down? par saver coming up for this fella. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? And this one is for bogey. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next.
And now over to Justin Rose.
He's currently 1 stroke better than his rival and playing partner today.
Let's take a look at Justin Rose, shall we?
Oh. Well, that shot took some serious skill.
It's time to check on the leaderboard.
Rich, we get our first look at the beach here at Pebble Beach. This fourth is a short one, but beguiling.
It is just around the 325-yard mark. Most players tend to lay up and just have a wedge for their second. However, the big sticks, they can go ahead and take a rip at it, but beware, the beach lurks closely down the right-hand side.
Atta boy, good shot. Rich, when we talk about the English group of golfers over the last 20 years, really Justin Rose has been the star of them, hasn't he? Major champion, world #1, Hall of Famer. He's done it all.
He certainly is that, and I have to say, he's probably one of the most resilient players you'll ever come across. As soon as he got done holing out that shot at the major championship years ago, turned professional, and went out and missed 20-some-odd cuts in a row, and never gave up. Kept after it, which that would have broken. That would have broken most men, not Rose. That's why he's gone out and become a major champion. He is such a force in the game. There's no reason why he cannot play at a high level for many, many years to come. The ball striking is phenomenal. I love his stroke. I love the way that he putts it. I just think that he hits so many good putts that just don't go in. It just kind of gets under his skin. Listen, don't let it, Rosie. You putt it fantastically. Keep after it. I love this man's game. He's such a talent.
Players setting up, trying to get up and down from the bunker. Oh, you've made it. What a play. So after that effort, let's have a look at the contenders and the pretenders. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. The sixth hole here, Rich, at Pebble Beach, is a tale of two halves, isn't it? A strong tee shot down the hill towards the ocean, and then the second, the approach shot back up the hill.
There's no doubt about it, Luke. This is just a spectacular par 5. The beauty of it, though, is that you can mess it up in a hurry. This is a very difficult par 5. Don't make any bones about it.
And Henny, what's he looking at here?
You're going to need 1 or 2 clubs more because this green is sitting up.
Yeah, well, it might not be on the green, but it's right up near the surface.
It's an aggressive play, Luke. Like to see it on this par 5.
Taking aim from about 180 yards here.
Wind's blowing from left to right. Going to try and hold it against the wind.
Yeah, disappointing not to find the surface, Rich, but I like that play.
Needed to take a little less club on that approach.
Getting ready to play their third.
3 shots off the lead. A spot in the top 10 awaits if they can make this putt. And that's a master stroke. It not only improves their position in the field, they're now ahead of their rival.
just 2 shots back after that hole. We head across to the par 3 7th. We always talk about it in golf. It doesn't need to be a long one to be a great one.
Luke, this could be one of the most picturesque par 3s in all of golf. Who says great par 3s need to be more than 150 yards? Not a single one of them. I love this hole.
And wow, what an approach. That was a golf shot. Justin Rose may be feeling a bit of pressure in this rivalry after that performance.
Ouch, that hurts.
This putt for a spot in the top 5.
And the putt drops, and we're moving on. And that puts him into the top 5 for the tournament. He's currently tied for 5th. Well, after the beauty of the 7th, we go to the beast that is the 8th. Is there a tougher 2-shotter on the property?
Not to my knowledge, no. At just around 425 yards, you're going to lay up to the end of the fairway. No driver needed. But the second shot is where it gets difficult. Downhill, a very small green. You knock it on here in 2, and you've done well.
Nicely done. From around 180 yards out. Just a stroke behind the leader. Opting for the 6-iron. That's inside the house of opportunity.
Already made a few birdies today, and this is another good look.
Sitting at 3 over. Wow, that almost went in the hole. Okay, let's get back to the action.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
This is downhill. Can't be too bold.
Oh, just missed. "13 feet to the hole." Solid par putt, that. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard after that effort. Pebble Beach has a terrific stretch of par 4 starting from the 8th right through to the end of the 11th. Let's take a look at the 9th.
This is an interesting hole because it wants to make you aim left, but there's a bunker there that you need to avoid. Funny enough, there's a lot more room out to the right than what you can see off the tee. A very strong par 4 to finish the front 9.
Second shot here on the 9th hole. Looks to be going with the 6-iron. Needs this one to kick right.
And he's safely on the green.
Trying to get to even par with this putt. That's frustrating. Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. It's just about 3 feet away. Well, that'll affect the momentum. And this next putt It's for bogey. And that putt will drop. Well done. Well, Rich, as we make the turn to the back nine, what are your thoughts so far?
2 strokes off the lead with 9 to go, Luke. They're going to need to put something special together.
And as we continue alongside the beach, the coastline here, it is a spectacular scene, the 10th, isn't it?
It certainly is. I don't know if I love any hole more at Pebble Beach than this one right here. You want to aim down the left-hand side, but avoid those big bunkers. And from there, you want to try and land it short of the green and bounce it on. Anything landing on the green, though, could go shooting over the green and into a nasty spot.
Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
Here we are, Rich, a wonderful opportunity on the table. The chance to go back-to-back. Just how big would that be?
Obviously massive, but I'm very impressed. They've put themselves in a position to win for the 2nd week in a row. Impressive.
Nicely done.
Time to take a look at Justin Rose.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Come on, ball. Don't deny him.
Ooh, right by the hole. And this putt to move into a tie for 4th place. Ooh. Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. That's a disappointing par in the end after such a terrific shot in.
And being a couple off the lead, they can't afford to miss those birdie opportunities.
Trailing by a couple of strokes now. Well, Rich, we start to head home, but first we've got to head up the hill on this short par 4 11th.
Thankfully, a breather hole after the last few. This is just a 3-wood. Could be a driver up the hill. Second shot, very short, but beware, this green pitches severely from back to front. Watch the spin on your second shot.
This looks to be a fairway seeker to me. And Henny, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
Setting up from about 100 yards.
And hitting yet another green here in regulation.
Well, the practice is paying off here, Luke. This player is relentless. Looking really good.
How good would that have been if it had dropped? Come on, let's make this putt. It's for a share of 4th on the leaderboard. Okay, steady now. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole.
He's got this for his part.
Yeah, nothing to sweat over that one. Well hold. And what a way to jump into the top 10. Sitting at a couple over for the day. First of the back 9 par 3s is the 12th.
And this is a mean one. Not going to lie. It's mean. It's right around 185 yards, but the green, once again, very tiny. You come up short in that deep bunker, you're bound to make a 4.
And he's safely on the green with that shot.
Never seen a scorecard that doesn't look good with a 2 on it.
Ooh, a little bit of a rush of blood by the looks of it.
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Setting up this putt 10 feet from the cup.
Just didn't drop.
Putting for a bogey.
And a little slide down the standings after that hole. Rich, let's head to the 13th tee at Pebble Beach, shall we? And what's the decision off the tee?
Aim it right, just shy of those bunkers down the right-hand side, and you've got a mid-iron for your second shot back up the hill. Again, a green that pitches severely from back to front as well as right to left.
Oh, well struck. This drive's heading for the fairway in my eyes. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
And from around 135 yards.
Choosing the 9-iron here. Anywhere up on that dance floor would be nice. Well, take notes, folks. That's how you do it. Oh, these are good for the momentum, these ones. Right on 8 feet. It's half a chance of being holed, this one.
You know, it's not if you make bogeys, it's how you respond. Well done.
I will take that and a spot in the top 10 to boot.
And now over to Justin Rose.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it. Go to your home, ball. Go to your home. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. As we head to the 14th, I know the 18th gets all the attention here at Pebble Beach, but this is a strong par 5.
Oh, this is a good one. I love this par 5. Just hit it just down the left-hand side. You can't reach the far bunkers down the left. Lay up with a long iron, maybe a fairway wood, but watch out. This third shot gets awfully tricky.
An outstanding performer with already 5 wins under their belt.
Yeah, that one will play.
Sitting at 2 over for the day.
In a share of 7th. Oh, you beauty! An eagle! And that will move him up the leaderboard as well. That shot's so good, we need to have another look.
This shot was absolutely perfect. Looks just as nice on the second viewing.
Well, good move there. Anything north on the leaderboard's always pleasant.
Getting closer to that top spot on the leaderboard. This is getting interesting.
Just a couple more inland holes before we head back to the ocean, Rich, the 15th.
Hitting it anywhere down the left-hand side off the tee will find one of those deep bunkers, so you need to avoid those. Hit it out to the right, which will leave a great second shot into this green.
Oh, absolutely flushed. Even for the day. Currently tied for second. This one might need to get down a little. Pay attention, folks. That's how you play golf.
Time to take a look at Justin Rose.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
That is a delightful bunker shot, Beamer. Let's catch up with the current proceedings.
Here's a putt to move into a share of top spot on the leaderboard.
Yes, and 3 holes to go. This is getting to be a nail-biter.
You can mark it down. That's birdie number 4 today.
Hang on to your hat, folks. We're on for a wild ride.
He's currently tied for first. Rich, the 16th, not a long par 4, but really requires some accuracy on approach.
It does. Lay up to the top of the hill, and you can look down on this green, which pitches severely from right to left. Just a wonderful short par 4.
That was wonderfully done. Second shot here on the 16th. This one looks like it'll safely make the green. That's a great shot here at 16. It sets up a chance for birdie.
You know what? That deserves a golf clap.
This is Justin Rose. Oh, that one just missed the hole. And back to the play, shall we? Trying to get to 2 under with this putt.
Looking for another birdie here.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Just 3 feet to the cup.
This is what they have left for par here.
In the end, that will be a disappointing par after such a great approach shot. Now leading by 1 shot.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
Let's head to 7, one of the most famous par 3s in all of golf, Rich.
Yes, just over 175 yards on the cart. It's a tale of 2 greens. When the pin is up front right, it's a birdie opportunity. Back left, find the green, make your 3, and sprint to the 18th tee box.
Well, you can see why he's leading. That was a shot of high caliber.
It has been fantastic to watch all week long. This player is dialed in.
Ouch, that hurts. An opportunity to make their par. Job done. Let's head to the next.
And now over to Justin Rose.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Oh, my God.
And now this is why you can never get comfortable, even if you're leading a PGA Tour pro. This is what they do. They mean business.
Well, Rich, as we find our way to the 18th tee, few holes in golf capture the imagination more than the finishing hole here at Pebble Beach.
So much history on this hole. Aim it at the trees right in the center and hope you don't get unlucky and get underneath one of them. From there, it's going to be a layup out to the right and just a short third shot. What a wonderful, wonderful finishing hole.
From around 220 yards, he shares the lead.
Opting for the 5-wood. Oh, that's a high caliber shot. And he can win the event here if he can hold this putt.
This is tracking right.
Well, you can start etching that name into the wall of champions, forever etched in history here at Pebble Beach. AT&T Pro-Am champion. Well played.
And no better feeling, Luke, than to win on this classic layout. Pebble Beach Golf Links, a victory they will surely remember for the rest of their days.
This is impressive. To win out here on tour is a big deal, but to go back-to-back, Rich, how significant is that?
Luke, winning once on the PGA Tour is difficult enough. To win back-to-back weeks, that's reserved for just the top players in the game.
On behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in, and see you next time.
2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Waste Management Phoenix Open is about to kick off. Hello, I'm Luke Elvey alongside 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beem, who's in the booth. And it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm pleased to be covering this featured group. We've got a fresh rivalry developing between these two players as well, so that should provide some great entertainment to the spectators this week.
Well, it looks like this player is aiming to beat Lexi Thompson, which very few people can boast. This should be an exciting showdown, Henny.
Luke, Lexi's young but has been on tour for about 30-40 years, it seems. She's been playing forever. She doesn't lack in experience. She can do it all. Not to mention, you'll be looking at her back for most of the day because she'll outdrive you.
Yes, Lexi loves the long ball, and so do we. Good luck in this rivalry, because when Lexi gets on top, it's very hard to beat her.
TPC Scottsdale, known for a bunch of birdies, Rich, and you can get right after them here at the first.
A gentle opening hole, second shot, a good opportunity to get your iron play dialed in. Green is very small. Anything missing to the right and to the left will run off into a collection area. However, if your irons are dialed in early, it's a great opportunity to make an opening three.
Henny's down there. You got a read?
The perfect leave. Uphill, can be firm.
Steady on. Just 6 feet between he and the hole.
This is what they have left for par.
Oh, just missed. And unfortunately, it's going to be a drop shot to begin the day.
Not what they're looking for. A little nervy out there so far.
He's currently tied for 13th. The second hole at TPC Scottsdale is a mid-range par 4, playing 442 yards from the tips. The bunkers on the right side need to be avoided, which leaves a good mid to short iron approach to a green that is bunkered front, left and right. So a good accurate approach required. Not bad. And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
Setting up here from about 155.
Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse. Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this. No, that's too bad. Just a 4-footer remaining. Well done.
Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
She's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Ah, yes.
That was dialed in. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks right now.
Colin Morikawa currently on top of things right now.
The third here at Scottsdale plays over 550 yards from the tips. It's a strong par 5, which requires 2 big shots to get to the green. The first shot needs to avoid that bunker on the left-hand side to give you a chance to go for the green. But if you're laying up, it's laying it back to a number between those 2 bunkers that sit on the left side of this fairway, around 150 to 100 yards out.
That's really not what they were looking for.
Second shot here on the third. And here we are with the third shot. A perfect little fade. Oh, terrific approach, and a chance for birdie here at the third. 7 feet to the cup.
It's looking solid.
That's inside the range.
As we look at the leaderboard, this player sits in second place, behind Colin Morikawa.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
The par 3 fourth at TPC Scottsdale. A fairly straightaway hole, but bunkers again. Front, left and short right requires a pretty accurate and solid strike. Yeah, not a bad shot, that one. Chance to get one under the card with this putt.
This for a birdie run.
That was a gallant attempt. Par putt coming up here.
Looks like they may have pushed that one. The putt drops, and we're moving on. Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
She's currently in second place, hoping to overtake the leader.
Wonderful shot.
Well, when your rival plays golf every single second of the day and eats birdies for breakfast, lunch and dinner, this is what you get.
The fifth hole at TPC Scottsdale is a strong par 4, playing 470 yards from the back tees. There's a big bunker down the right-hand side that'll catch any drive not hit with authority. The approach must be accurate with the bunker on the left-hand side. Anything just slightly missed here will be punished. Well, this should find the short grass. Sitting at 1 over, trying to break into the top 10. And choosing the 8-iron here.
This one is heading to a really not so good space.
And he's not hit the mark on that approach.
Well, he tried to fade it in there, but just didn't commit to it.
Getting ready to play their third. 2 strokes off the lead. Big putt for par coming up. Was on a good line. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole. Looks good off the blade. Oh, so close. And this one will be for double bogey.
Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
She got one back on that last hole.
And this is an extremely long putt. You might even have to hinge on this one.
She's got a great look at birdie here.
Ooh. That'll sting a bit. And how did that shot impact the score? Let's have a look at the leaderboard.
Colin Morikawa doing what he does best. He's leading this tournament as we head to the next hole.
The sixth hole at TPC Scottsdale is a solid mid-range par 4, 432 off the back tees. And again, it's more position off the tee that's required here, with the bunkers on the left-hand side. A bold player is to fly it over that bunker on the left and leave just a short wedge in. Bold players will get after this hole, but a safe strategy lays back before them. Well, I'm sure it looked better in their mind before they hit it. Few players in the history of the game have had a bigger impact so early in their career than Colin Morikawa, Rich. Some comparisons go as close to Tiger Woods.
As they should be currently right now with what he has done in the game so far in his young career. He's come out each and every week and put pressure on every single player because of his ball striking and because they know that there's no weaknesses in his game other than sometimes the putter. But when you hit it as good as he does, you're bound to make a putt now and again. And each and every week when he shows up, players on the driving range are looking at him going, okay, he's here. I got to have my A game.
Certainly feels like sky's the limit for Colin Morikawa. 2
major championships under his belt right now. Surely more in his future.
A bit long on that one. Well, Rich, I think they're going to make this one.
Luke, I really don't think this is going to happen, but you know what? I've been wrong before, and it could happen again.
Wow, that's classy. Good save from there.
In the bunker with their tee shot. Nice save indeed.
Now 4 back after that hole. The 7th here at Scottsdale is a par 3, a straightaway hole. The bunkers left and right of this green ensure that a nice straight shot is required. Oh, this one should find the surface. Good shot this.
Well, Luke, you're right. He did find grass, but it's not the closely mown grass.
Well, this would be a great par putt if he can make this. I like the look of this.
For the par. Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
She's currently in 4th place.
And Henny, what is she looking at here for this putt?
Yeah, they've left it in the perfect spot here, just below the hole. They can be aggressive up the hill.
That did everything but drop. Let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. The 8th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a very strong par 4, playing over 475 yards from the back tee. There's a couple of pot bunkers down the left-hand side that need to be avoided so you can get to the green in 2. If you're going hard here, there's a tree on the right-hand side that can prevent a good second shot or a line to the green. 2 well-struck shots required to get to this green, and even then, your par's not secure. That's not the shot he was hoping for.
And he's down there.
This whole location for him, well, it's about 185 yards out. Got great connection here. Yeah, this is looking good.
That's right out of the copybooks. Exquisite. Putting for birdie. Just didn't drop.
This putt, a chance to move inside the top 20 on the leaderboard.
That was a sensational approach, Rich, but you've got to feel like an opportunity was lost. Currently at +3 for the round.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
The finishing hole on the front 9 at TPC Scottsdale was a par 4, measuring 453 yards from the back tees. There's plenty of room off the tee to the left, just so you can avoid that bunker on the right. There's a bunker short of the green here that needs to be avoided. A short little pot bunker. But 2 solid shots here will allow a chance for a birdie.
This one's looking good off the tee. That should find the short stuff.
And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
I'd say he's about 165 from this flag.
Going with the 7. And here we are with the 3rd shot. 4 strokes off the lead. Eight feet to the cup.
Now they can move ahead here if they hold this and leave Lexi Thompson behind.
So far, so good.
Ooh, right by the hole.
Putting for bogey here. Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
She's currently 1 stroke better than her rival and playing partner today.
That's a great attempt from long range. So close.
And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. The 10th at TPC Scottsdale is a short par 4, measuring just 428 yards from the tips. There's a huge bunker down the right side of this fairway, which suggests maybe less than driver is necessary off the tee. What you want to do is set up for a good angle of approach, though. There's a couple of pot bunkers to the short right of this green and a big one to the front left to be avoided. No, that's not the shot they wanted. The ladies' game has been dominated by Koreans for such a long time, but America has been able to have this resurgence basically off the back of Lexi Thompson and the generation she's started to inspire.
Lexi Thompson is so fun to watch because she's got a very unique swing, and when you look at it, you kind of look back and you go, okay, that went a long way. Okay, that went right at the hole. And she's got such control over her golf ball. It's amazing. And the wins are going to continue to pile up for her year after year. I'm blown away by the fact that she is so aggressive on every single shot. There is no laying up in her game, and I love that. Now, that might cost her a few wins, but I tell you what, she's going to have a lot of wins because of that as well. I love the way she plays the game. It's exciting.
That's a fine effort, that one. You always want to putt those ones stone dead. Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
It's been so tight. She's tied here with her rival. And can she pull ahead now?
This one looks to be on a pretty good line. Oh my, right by the hole.
Let's take a look at the current standings.
The 11th is a par 4, playing 472 yards and a huge water hazard down the left-hand side. The best line is a drive as close to that water without taking it on. Anything that leaves about 150 to 170 yards in will give you a chance to set up birdie. Not quite the shot he was wanting.
Henny, I'm sure you've got a better look of that lie.
Looks like they have a bad lie here in the second cut.
It's Fair to say that that approach didn't hit the mark.
Not easy to find the green coming out of the rough.
That silky touch from around the greens. A lovely shot to chip in.
And a chip in, Luke, just what the doctor ordered.
Well, that's worth reviewing. Let's roll the videotape.
Great feel, great judge, great speed. Yeah, I like this.
Nicely played. Moving on up the leaderboard now after that hole. The 12th at TPC Scottsdale is a par 3 measuring 192 yards off the back tees. Not much to this hole except the bunkers left to be avoided, although water can sneak in on the right up near the green if anything is slightly pushed. Going with the hybrid. All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. A 7-footer right here.
This one to save par.
And there it is.
Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
She's one stroke behind her rival in this event.
Here's Lexi Thompson.
Oh, stop it. What a way to make your par.
Oh, this one out of a smelly spot on the golf course, but no bother for this player.
The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. The 13th is one of the good scoring holes in the closing 9 at TPC Scottsdale. It's a par 5 measuring 558 yards. Job 1 is to avoid that huge water hazard to the right or the tree on the left-hand side that juts out into the fairway. If you're clear, you'll have a chance to knock it up near towards the green or just laying it back to a comfortable yardage of around 100, 125 yards. A chance for a birdie here to really ignite your charge. Lovely effort, that. Good play there, Rich. I like it a lot.
What a sensational play on this par 5 there, Luke.
Sitting at 3 over. Ooh, that almost went down. This putt is for a spot inside the top 10. Ouch, that hurts.
Putting for a par now. Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
It's been a little up and down, but she's just one stroke back from her rival.
Well, that'll move her up the leaderboard as well. And let's see what that shot did to the leaderboard. Patrick Cantlay currently in the lead. The 14th is a strong par 4, almost measuring 500 yards from the back tees. The bunker that sits in the fairway should be covered. Anything around 190 to 200 yards out will give you a green light to go for this flag, although a 4 here never hurts. That's not the one he wanted. And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 195 yards.
Going with the 5-iron here. The lies aren't too bad here in the first cut of rough. What's in front of them, Henny?
Setting up this putt 16 feet from the cup.
Okay, steady now. A bogey putt awaits.
Putt is underway.
That's a good putt to hold for a bogey. Patrick Cantlay is at the top of the leaderboard with a 1-stroke lead. The 15th is a very important hole, the par 5, 553 yards from the back tees. Either makes or breaks around here at TPC Scottsdale. That huge penalty area to the left is to be avoided if you're to make a decent score. A good drive will allow you to go for this island green in 2. Although if you're too far back, no point taking it on as there's water everywhere to collect your ball. Laying up to the 115, 20-yard marker will give you just an easy wedge here and a chance to still make your birdie. Oh, come on. You're better than that. Second shot here on the 15th. Looks to be going with the 5-iron. Oh, clever play that. Just get it back into the fairway. Getting ready to play their third. 5 shots off the pace. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
This is a 12-footer here. Little birdie look in here.
That was a gallant attempt. This putt of about 7 feet to the hole.
Yep, tracking nicely.
Oh, just missed. Just a short putt remaining here. Well, they're never nice, but that's the wrong time to go back-to-back with bogeys.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Now playing a little defensively.
Patrick Cantlay finds himself 1 shot clear at the top of the leaderboard. Welcome to the jungle, or as they call it here at TPC Scottsdale, the Stadium Hole Par 3/16. It's just a short club, but you miss the green, and a chorus of boos will ring out. Opting for the 9-iron.
That's a good shot by him. He'll be delighted.
Slim chance for a birdie, but in all reality, 2-putt for par would be just fine.
All right, we'll make it the next time.
And that should secure the par on this one.
This putt to get even with Lexi.
And that brings to an end that hole.
Now moving over to Lexi Thompson.
Oh, she's taken the lead in this rivalry, but can she hold on to it?
That's frustrating.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard.
This dramatic finish at TPC Scottsdale has no shortage of options at the 17th, Rich.
If you've hit the driver but you miss the green, you gotta miss it out to the right-hand side to have any hope of getting it up and down for the birdie. However, you knock it on this green in one, you never know, you could make it two.
And from the greenside rough here,
So much easier when you roll like that, isn't it?
Such soft hands.
Oh, good look at a birdie here.
you finished your work on that hole. Let's take a look at the next one. Let's take a look at Lexi Thompson, shall we?
She made bogey, gave one back on the last hole.
Oh, so close. So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. The finishing hole at TPC Scottsdale requires a great drive. The big water hazard down the left-hand side and the church pew bunkers make it a very difficult drive. Anything out to those bunkers on the right will leave a good angle approach, but once you hit this shot, make sure you get the right area on the green if you're to make your birdie.
Oh, just absolutely abused the golf ball there with that shot.
The approach into the final green at TPC Scottsdale is usually with a little bit of relief, Rich, because the water's behind you.
Luke, the second shot at the 18th is fairly straightforward, but how confident are you feeling with 50,000 sets of eyes focused on you?
That should set up another chance.
Outside chance here for the birdie.
And this putt is for a final score of 74. Wow, that's misjudged. Oh, a 12-footer. Love to make a few of these today. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it?
This one for bogey. And that will do it for him at this event. Well, Henny, when we saw this player pick out Lexi Thompson as their rival, we thought, wow, that was bold, that was ambitious. But they were up to the task and delivered the win.
Luke, Lexi does not take any prisoners. This player challenged her at the beginning of this event and beat her in the end. Great to be able to follow this individual battle throughout the event.
On behalf of Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us. See you next time. UK Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
We're at the Genesis Invitational. Today's coverage is just about to begin.
I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm pleased to be following this featured group as there are rumours of quite a rivalry kicking off between these two players.
So it looks like they aim to beat Justin Thomas. Should add a bit of extra excitement to our coverage today, Henny.
Oh, that goes without saying, Luke, but Justin Thomas will not be easy to beat. I don't think there's a more competitive man out there on tour.
No, you're absolutely right there. He's a complete player. It'll certainly be interesting to keep an eye on this rivalry throughout the event.
Well struck from about 200 yards out. Looks to be going with a hybrid here. Oh, that was pure.
Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Setting up this putt 18 feet from the cup.
Well, nice to drop a putt of that length. Well done.
Cannot imagine a better way to start their round off with an opening eagle.
Currently 2 under for the day. We know that Riviera starts with a 5-4, but it may as well be a 4-5 because the par 4 second is tougher than the par 5 first.
I've never seen a golf course where you're so happy to start off birdie bogey. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen. The second hole, pretty straight away off the tee shot. The second shot moves a little bit from left to right, back up the hill. There is some space on the right-hand side to miss your second shot up by the green, but there's no guarantees that it'll kick hard enough right to left to get back on the green. It's a sensational second hole.
What are we looking at with their approach shot, Rich? Because really that's all the challenge here on this par 4 second.
Luke, the second shot is straight back up the hill. Better take an extra club if you want to get it close.
A nice approach shot there. Pin high inside the range. What an opportunity to make a birdie. It's got a chance. Look at the old hammer hands putt. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one. Ooh, right by the hole. Four feet to the cup. Was on a good line. Well, that's disappointing. This putt's for double. Yeah, you'll take that.
And this effort by Justin Thomas.
He's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Time now for the 4th shot.
Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Gee, that'll keep the momentum rolling, Rich.
Tough bunker shot, no bother whatsoever for this player. They find the bottom of the cup.
Pacific Palisades in California, the site of Riviera, the 3rd hole, par 4. Elevated tee shot.
And a fairly generous fairway, a little bit more room out to the left than what players can see off the tee shot. Second shot is going to be downhill to a green that basically chases away from the player, going from the front portion of it all the way to the back. Difficult to get your second shot close here.
That was a little untidy, wasn't it? Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
Setting up from about 130 yards out. Oh, I didn't see this as possible. What a shot.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. That's a touch of class.
Love watching this player around the greens.
Okay, steady now.
Putting now for a bogey. In she goes. Let's head to the next.
He's currently tied for 12th. So many wonderful holes at the George Thomas designed Riviera Country Club. This par 3 4th has to be one of them.
This is a spectacular par 3. Ideally, players want to hit a tee shot that moves significantly from right to left and moving with the contour of the green. If they can do that, then they've got an opportunity to hit it really close. If they challenge the pin off the tee shot, well, it could come up short in that bunker, and that is a massive no-no.
Yep, that one's on the dance floor. You can two-putt that for sure.
Now let's switch our focus to Justin Thomas.
He's going to want to improve on that current 5th spot.
He didn't look to hit that one quite so flush.
Well, definitely the wind had to have gotten a hold of that one.
Let's move one step closer to the lead here. This putt for a share of 4th.
Come on, don't be shy.
That putt went a bit long there.
Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me. Ouch, that hurts. Putting for bogey.
This putt to tie Justin Thomas.
And that's a couple of bogeys on the bounce, I'm afraid.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Have to see if they can rebound from that.
Trailing by 4 strokes. Rich, the PGA Tour is basically a power game these days, although the 5th here at Riviera forces players just to hold off the tee.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, a simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
Going with the 8-iron here.
And this player seems to not be too intimidated having Justin Thomas in their group today. That was a fantastic shot into this green.
Oh, just missed. What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
Careful not to leave this one short. It's back uphill, and nothing worse than leaving an uphill putt short.
Like the look of this one.
Now let's head over and see what JT's been doing.
It's been neck and neck. He's actually tied with his rival. This is tough. Can he do it?
And this one is for his par. Just didn't drop. Didn't quite have the right stuff there. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. The 6th hole here at Riviera is very unique, isn't it, Rich?
Who puts a bunker in the center of the green? No one else except for the folks at Riviera Country Club. I love this hole.
Opting for the 5-iron. That's a little wayward.
Coming up a little short with that effort. Not bad, though.
Oh, I thought that one was going in. If he makes this, he'll save his par.
Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole.
Now 4 back after that hole. Let's head to the par 4 7th at the Riv. Again, it's a par 4 that requires placement of the tee.
The fairway bunker down the left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it. But again, you push it a little bit, and now the barranca comes into play. If you find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front. Players need to make sure their second shots land past this hole in order for it to come back down towards the hole. You will have a downhill putt, but it's better than coming up short.
Second shot here on the 7th. Chosen the pitching wedge here. Seemed to lose the handle on that shot.
Looking for the draw, but not finding it.
Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie. What a putt to make. Well done.
Before this putt was hit, they looked their playing partner in the eye and gave a signal. That was mean, but fair.
Didn't that look good for a long time? Oh, what a super shot.
Chip in for birdie. That's always a nice feeling.
And let's have another look at that one.
Yeah, they were looking at an up and down, but just down.
Sitting at 1 over for the day. The par 4 8th at Riviera is a choose your own adventure. Which fairway do you like to take?
I think most players are going to try and go down the left-hand side, as it seems to be the easier of the two these days. However, where they stick that flag stick, well, that's a different question. If they stick it up front right, the left-hand side of the fairway, that's not the easiest approach. So better be mindful of where that flag stick is in order to pick which side of the fairway you want to drive it down.
This shot is about 140 yards out.
Just 3 strokes back.
Oh, I like that strike. This one's heading well towards the green. Well, that's well played into birdie range here at the 8th. This putt for inside the top 5 on the leaderboard. That's frustrating. 3 feet to go here to the hole.
This for par.
That's frustrating. Should have made that. Down she goes. Let's head to the next. A little slide happening here on the leaderboard. See if he can bounce back. The final hole on the outward half is a par 4 playing back up towards the clubhouse, Rich. That's a good par 4.
Only the big hitters are going to be able to carry that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play.
Getting ready to play their third. 4 shots behind our leader. Oh, almost went in. And this effort by Justin Thomas
He's one stroke behind his rival in this event.
3 over for the day.
This one looks to be on a pretty good line.
That was special.
Gotta like their chances from there.
Well, Rich, from where I'm sitting, this looks makeable. Do you agree?
Luke, I just don't see this happening. I tell you, I'd love to see this player prove me wrong, though.
That was a gallant attempt. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here. The putt goes in, and that's back-to-back bogeys.
You're making one bad mistake with another, compounding it, not good.
He's currently tied for 15th.
And moving down the leaderboard as well.
One of the most often discussed holes in all of golf is the par 4 10th here at Riviera Ridge. There's so much strategy.
It's either driver or 3-wood for every player in this field, but you better be good with distance because this green is very narrow. Pretty good shot there.
3 over par. Nicely done. Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole.
They've got this putt to pull ahead of Justin Thomas. This group rivalry could get interesting.
Trailing by 4 strokes. The par 5 11th, one of the better scoring holes on the course. Players are thinking 4 when they stand on this tee.
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost a runway, if you like. Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, second shot, once again, straightforward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're not going to enjoy being in there.
And here we are with the third shot. Currently 4 shots off the pace. Two over for the day. Currently tied for 9th. He has this putt to save his par. There it is. Now let's switch our focus to Justin Thomas.
He's got some work to do, but he's only 1 back from his rival.
And from the bunker here. Oh, what a touch of class. Holds it from the sand. And now we can take a look at how that play affects the leaderboard. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. When you stand on the 12th tee, Rich, you're thinking to yourself, oh, a couple of strong back-to-back par fours, and it starts right here.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevents you from hitting a high draw over them. Once you're in the fairway, though, your second shot is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch everybody butcher this hole.
Getting ready to play their third. 4 strokes off the lead.
Nothing as beautiful as a tiny fade.
Wow, what a shot. This putt is of 9 feet.
Trying to save par here.
Ooh, that looks like a pure stroke. Sitting at 2 over for the event. Rich, the 13th hole, slightly different look off the tee.
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees both right and left, requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, well, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. You find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot. The difficulty gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little peninsula. You miss it a little bit left there, you're going to find the barranca, and you're probably going to find a bogey or worse.
How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot.
You know, that's why they're on the tour. That's what they do.
And what's in front of them there, Henny?
Setting up here from about 165 yards.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron.
Nice out the rough here.
Great shot. And this putt to move into a tie for 4th place. Oh, so close.
Putting for a par here.
Nice stroke.
Oh, that's a clutch par.
Now 4 back after that hole. The 14th, Rich, I know it's dear to your heart, the par 3. You made an ace there in tournament history, won a car. How do you tell the players to play it?
Hit a 7-iron, a high little draw 7-iron, and 2 hop it right in the hole, Luke. That's what I suggest. That makes it easy.
Well, good looking shot here. That's headed towards the green.
Yeah, a quality shot from him. He'll be pleased.
And this putt to move into a tie for 3rd. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? And this putt coming up for his par.
Now let's head over and see what JT's been doing.
He's 2 strokes behind his rival this week.
From the sand, looking to get up and down. And after that effort, that's how it looks. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. The 15th, Rich, a very good par 4. Although, if you're Victor Hovland, maybe the fairway's not in your line of sight.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dog leg from left to right, just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long margin. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
That's nicely done. And this putt to move into a tie for second. That's disappointing. Just a 4-footer remaining. Ooh, right by the hole. This one's for bogey. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. He's currently tied for 11th.
Not much happening. Moving down the leaderboard, never a good sign.
The 16th at Riviera Ridge is the last chance to get amongst the birdies on a par 3.
A breathtaking short par 3, 166, an island green surrounded by bunkers.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Well, that's comfortably on the dance floor. Well played. Oh, well played. Into birdie range here at the 16th. And this effort by Justin Thomas.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Wonderfully played. Let's get back to it, shall we? This one just outside 7 feet to the hole. Ouch, that hurts. A putt for a place in the top 10. Okay, let's head to the next. That's a good way to move into the top 10. Sitting at 3 over for the day.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
The last genuine scoring hole at Riviera is certainly this par 5 17th.
Any hopes of getting it home in 2, you better come up with something special off the tee and make sure to avoid the bunker on the right-hand side.
Well, that's a handy shot. Quality shot, that one. And here we are with the third shot. 4 shots behind our leader. Going with the pitching wedge here. That could play. Oh, well played.
Now let's switch our focus to Justin Thomas.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Okay, time to return to the action.
A chance to move into the top 5 on the leaderboard. A good putt to make.
Oh, just missed. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole.
This is what they have left for a par.
This one started out on a good line. That's got to be frustrating. Hit such a great approach shot in, but wasn't able to convert. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. One of the most famous finishing holes on the PGA Tour, Rich. This 18th at Riviera is a classic.
Aim for the palm trees in the distance, which are located just on the left-hand side of the green. A good tee shot there will set up an awesome looking second.
Not a bad line, this one. This shot from around the 200-yard marker. Currently 4 shots off the pace. Opting for the hybrid, I think. Playing within their comfort zone there. And this putt is for a final score of 73. Not sure if they understood the lie of the land there, Rich. And that signs off on today's round. And as this event comes to a close, it'll be a top 10 finish for this player.
Top 10 on the PGA Tour, this player will take it.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Helvey. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow.